Hey, good morning, everybody. It is the first Friday of the month, which is when we go over everything we did last month. Gonna mix it up. Normally, we start out with what we read, but I thought we'd go over what we did on the channel last month to start it out, just to keep things off kilter, because, why not? Start off the month, we did a book review of Deadbeat by Jim Butcher. Absolutely loved that book. And of course, then there was the monthly wrap up. Go figure. We did have a special edition of horror reads. If you're not familiar with horror reads, every Sunday over on Blue Sky, led by author Paul Jessup, there is a discussion via hashtag, because it is Blue Sky, about a short horror audio fiction that we listened to that week. And instead of doing the normal thing, we started a little early that night. It was a Sunday, of course, and played it, had permission from the podcast that normally posts it, but we played it live so everybody could listen along if they wanted to. And then we had our discussion, Paul and I, on YouTube, along with a snippet of an interview. I sent the interview as questions because Alasdair Stewart, who is the guy who actually read the book, he was the narrator for that one, and he's also one of the hosts over there at Pseudopod, which is where we listen to the book. He's in the UK, so when we start at 9 o'clock at night here in the US, that would have been a little late for him. So, anyhow, he sent me a WAV file, and we got to hear his answers to that. And then, of course, we also did keep track of those on Blue Sky because not everybody's on YouTube, and we just had like a live discussion. That was a lot of fun. Probably not going to do it on a regular basis. It's a little bit of an awkward thing, but I think it was fun for the people that were there. Thoroughly enjoyed that. One after that, there's another one in between, but to keep them together, I did a book review of Long Past Dues by James Butcher. Yes, that's two James J. Butcher books in a row, but we also had an interview with him last month, so I had to catch up on the series, get all up to date. So that was fun. Also, if you guys are interested, I did do a video on analytics. It wasn't super in depth. It was just from my point of view. Went over some things like YouTube advertising and booktube, book reviews, things like that. As a booktuber, things I thought you might be interested in. I think it was like half an hour long. But yeah, go ahead and check that out if you want. I'm not going to go over the weekly wraps. You guys know those happen all the time. I did participate in one of the tags. This is the first time I've done one of those tag videos. It is what it is. You enjoyed it or you didn't. That's fine. No biggie there. And then I also did a book review for The Devils by Joe Abercrombie. No, I don't have him coming on the channel, but I did get to read that book early, and you can hear my thoughts on that one as well. And of course, as always, I did the booking forward for the month, which is where I looked forward to everything that was coming out this month, and you can kind of see what that is. And then the last thing I did for the month video-wise, I did a February and March book haul. So that was, oh, you know what? I missed something. Probably because it was a live stream. Yes. Oh my goodness. We also did an interview with Jen Lyons because she had a new book coming out via Kickstarter, which funded in less than 90 minutes, by the way. So looking forward to that book. If you want to find anything out more about that, check it out. I think the Kickstarter's still live. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. I think it's still live though. So if you're still interested in that book, it's called Full Negative. Look for Jen Lyons. It's on BackerKit, but BackerKit does all the stuff that Kickstarter does anyhow. So if you buy something on Kickstarter, it's probably going through BackerKit either way. And then also I did have a live interview with booktuber Josh O'Brien. Sorry, I've got Chance Dillon coming up soon, and Josh, I love you. Sorry, I mixed your name up. Josh O'Brien, aka the Reformed Reader. Yeah, I think we talked. Oh my goodness, we talked for over 2 hours. That one was a little long, but it was fun. I think booktubers and Paul Jessup, and actually horror authors in general, tend to go a little long, but we enjoy talking. What can I say? So that is all the videos that we did last month. Channel, where's the channel at? Channel's still plateauing around 9,300 subscribers. However, I don't really have an issue with that because the watch time hours and views are going up. So I'm thinking I'm starting to lose some of those people that hopped on for when I was doing like the Fortnite shorts and stuff like that. I'm losing some of those viewers because I've quit doing that and I'm just doing books now. However, the new subscribers that I am getting, which is kind of why it's plateaued, uh, are balancing that out because they're actually way more interested in the book stuff. They're watching more, they're watching longer. So again, no complaints. Other thing, what do we got coming up next month? Right off the top of my head, Monday at 4:30 Central Time, I'm having a live interview with author Michael Michelle, The Price of Power, second edition. He's revised it. It's part of a trilogy. I believe it's a trilogy. I'll have to double check with him. Could be a duology. I'm pretty sure it's a trilogy. That is actually just came out this month, April 2nd, I think. So that one is out, and I did get to read that one already. We're going to talk about that on Monday. And then Wednesday, it's going to be recorded, so you can't see this one. Michael will be a live stream. This one's going to be recorded. Wednesday, I'm going to be talking to V.E. Schwab about her new book, Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil, which I'm about 25% through. We're recording that one because it's V.E. Schwab. She's a little busy. So that's actually going to post closer to when the book comes out in June. Don't have the date in front of me, but that one is going to be coming our way. And then the week after that, another recorded one. Going to have Nat Cassidy back. We've had him before when Nestlings came out. But when the Wolf Comes Home, which is coming out later in the month. So I'm going to record that one and we're going to post it right before the book comes out. So that's my next like 2 weeks. I've got 3 of those coming up back to back. And then, yeah, I think that is it for April. That's all the stuff I'm doing. I got more stuff in May coming down the pipe, but we'll get to that when we get to it. And what else is good? I think that's it going on. So what did I read last month? Well, obviously, you already know I read Cold Iron Task, Book 2 in the Unorthodox Chronicles, because we did the review for that, and we talked to the author. I've read The Verifiers by, let me get it right this time, The Verifiers by Jane Peck. I know I know last time I talked about it, I said it was by Claudia Lynn. Claudia Lynn's the name of the series. But Jane Peck wrote that one. I read The Barrow King, or sorry, just Barrow King. No indefinite article. That was by C.M. Carey. Carney, sorry. Bad cursor in the wrong spot. I read They Bloom at Night by Trang Thanh Tran. Hopefully I didn't butcher that. I read The Night and the Butcher Bird by Alex Harrow. The Devils by Joe Abercrombie. And that is it. I've finished up some more books since then, but none of them were finished in the month of March. So that is everything. All the books I read, those are all reviewed over on Goodreads. You can check that out if you like. And a few of them, if they were 5 stars and some 4 stars, I also did reviews, video reviews. I believe for last month, the only ones I did the 2 James J. Butcher books, and I think I did a Devils one, but I don't know if I posted the Devils one until April, so that might not count. Let me just look so I don't lie to you. Okay, no, I did. So yeah, I did post that one. That one was posted March 26th. So if you're looking forward to the Devils and you want to see a little bit about that, I do have a video review up for that as well. Everything we read, everything we did. I suppose if we want to touch briefly on television, we finished up Reacher Season 3. That is all done. Very good, by the way. We finished up Matlock. Still not sure how we feel about that. We did finish off Season 1. Don't know if we're going to watch Season 2 whenever it comes out. It is not out yet. And what else did we... we're still watching The Pit. That's still dropping. And we are all caught up on Daredevil. Still watching that as it drops. But neither one of those seasons is up yet. So that is the television side. Yeah. So that is everything we've done on the channel for the last month, or in our entertainment lives, and also everything that is going to be coming up next month, interview-wise. Again, I do apologize that the Schwab one is not going to be coming out till June, but yeah, just we wanted to drop it a little closer to the book dropping, and just this is when we could get our schedules to fit. She is a very, very, very busy woman, and she's got book tours going on, and of course there's also the time difference, as she's normally out in Scotland, which makes it fun sometimes to figure out what time works best for both of us. But I am not going to complain. She was one of the ones on my Mount Rushmore of authors I haven't had on yet, and I'm just happy that we're going to get this to work out. So, hope you guys have a great month. Hope you have a bunch of 5-star reads. Questions, queries, conundrums, drop them in the comments, and I will try to get back to you as soon as I can. And I will catch you later.